With challenges of population growth, the need to address sustainable development has become a global priority. Access to renewable sources of energy is a fundamental answer to this problem, and leaders of all nations are in the position to encourage and influence energy policies and legislation in their respective countries to aid in this urgent matter. The Commonwealth Parliamentary Association of the UK, the United Nations Development Programme, and the Parliament of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago hosted the Caribbean Regional Workshop in Port of Spain from December 7th to 10th, 2015. This collaborative effort sought to empower regional leaders in an effort to achieve sustainable development goals and provide them with tools needed to make an impact on a national level. During the workshop, interviews were conducted with some of the participants to capture their views of the roles of parliamentarians in the successful implementation and achievement of SDGs. Rianna Gonzales. What are the main opportunities and challenges the Caribbean currently faces in terms of energy and sustainable development?
Well, in terms of the Caribbean, because a lot of the Caribbean islands are actually dependent on external energy sources, it's very difficult to get energy and have it as freely available. Now, as a citizen of the Trinidad and Tobago, we are an energy dependent society. On our economy is dependent on oil and gas because we produce and export oil and gas. So for us, having energy, it's kind of both a hindrance and an opportunity for us because feasibility-wise, it is not best for us to really seek out renewable energy in terms of economy. It will cost us quite a bit. However, it does put us in a perfect opportunity to be an example to other countries to actually show that we can use renewable energy and diversify our economy, even though it's our major GDP income. As an island, we have a great source of solar energy. We have tried to put that forward in terms of using it as solar lighting systems for major parks and along our highways. But we've also looked at wind energy along our eastern coast because we have a very high level of wind in that area. In terms of the larger Caribbean, I think Trinidad and Tobago is in a good position where we could possibly feed into the other countries as well to share our resource with them as well. Energy is definitely an area that the Caribbean and Trinidad and Tobago has to focus on a lot to try and reduce our emissions in that area. And it will work side by side with helping mitigate some of the climate impacts that we actually have.
How do you envisage the role of parliamentarians with regard to the SDGs?
They are the decision makers. They are the ones who would push it forward into a national agenda. They would be the champions of the country to have all these goals being implemented. There are 17 goals that have been agreed upon, and no one government, one country could actually implement every single one of them. It is up to the parliamentarian to actually identify which is most pertinent, which is most important to their constituents, and push that forward in the national agenda and have it aligned with their national plans, and also be the person who ensures that there is inclusion at all levels of your society. So even vulnerable communities, young people, women, and disabled person, the parliamentarian is responsible or has a responsibility to ensure that all their voices are heard, to see what they want. So I think it's their responsibility to put these issues and the impacts and the challenges as well as solutions on the table in a manner that young people and the normal population, layman on the street, will be able to get on board, get buy-in, and have these SDGs implemented.